Recent months, Lipodystrophy United held a patient-initiated meeting with the FDA. And this was a really exciting but nerve-wracking experience for us, because it's only in recent years that the FDA has opened up their doors more to recognizing the importance of the patient voice and patient outcomes. It's just that their policies are allowing them to do so and be compliant. And what we were able to do was set an agenda and really help them understand by sharing actual patient stories. Individual patients went with us and shared their story, what it is really truly like to live with partial lipodystrophy on a day-to-day basis. And then at the end of that meeting, the FDA and the heads of each department were able to ask questions to us about what our goals are, what treatments are really important to us. And we see it as the beginning of a relationship. We hope to work with them when we're thinking about future research. Lipodystrophy does not have a very strong natural history study, and we do plan on working with the FDA to find data points that will be helpful for them when they're looking at future treatments and considering the approval. That in the last 18 months, the FDA has not been that slow to change. I think they've made multiple changes that actually have been fairly quick, which might make it a little bit confusing. I think they have 2 different offices now that will talk with patients, so that may be intimidating, trying to figure out which path to take. What I found the most interesting about the meeting with the FDA is at the end, they said, we want to hear the patient voice. It is your responsibility, you as the patient community, to really let Pharma know what is important to you. It is your responsibility to be a part of the clinical trial development. It is your responsibility to help them create those endpoints. And then I have conversations with those pharma companies, and they think that it is our responsibility to help the FDA understand the patient outcomes. So they're both recognizing the importance of the patient voice, but haven't really figured out which comes first, the chicken or the egg. And the onus, in my opinion right now, the onus is, there's a lot of onus getting put on the patient foundations, but there's still not a lot of power. It is very challenging to say to a pharma company, we really need a seat at the table when you're talking about developing clinical trials. Some are very willing, and others say, no, compliance won't allow us to do that. So I feel a little bit like I'm going to the DMV, trying to change my name on a driver's license, and they say you need to go to the Social Security office and get that first, and then I go to the Social Security office, and they say, no, you have to go to the DMV first. I really feel like the Patient Foundation is stuck in that, where everybody's saying it needs to happen, but how does it happen?